think it's a little late. Are you alright?
Just fine.
That's what we like about the show. You'll never find out what we're gonna get. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Well, you see here on Playboy After Dark, you don't know exactly what you are to find on our show. But we're glad that you came back with us. The wonderful Mr. Sean Griffin, who helped me accompany that song, and Miss Shannon Barrier right here, who helped me look quite fascinated.
I had a lot to drink.
I can tell. So, what do you guys wish to talk about now? I mean, we've discussed the area of politics, but what do you think? What do you personally think concerns you most?
Shannon, do you think women have as much right as they should have?
I believe it has increased over the years, but...
Okay, let's start something right here. Let's start something from here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me fix my rub. Alright. Now, women. Shannon, you're one of those lovely ladies.
Also thank you for noticing. What did you say?
You look dazzling, and you add any charm to any room, or to anything. Especially that shirt. But anyhow, we're not talking about your wardrobe, we're actually talking about do you feel that women deserve their rights, or as much rights as you have right now?
I believe now they have increased very much than what they have been in the past, but I do believe we deserve more.
Well, what do you think you deserve?
There are still slight discriminations against women. Thank you very much. Such as in the classroom, there are still men who get angry whenever girls are smarter than them.
Mm-hmm.
And
football players tend to do that. Sometimes.
And our cameraman is having issues right now. Watch the twitching of your face.
I used to get angry when there's too much mayonnaise on my sandwich.
And usually, women do kill their husbands. I just feel so set up right now that I think I'm just gonna leave.
No, it's okay. Right, you need to speak your part. No.
I'm just gonna leave, man.
No, darling. Stay here. I'll let you put on my robe.
I'd rather kill you.
Does this look familiar?
I'm sorry.
You broke one of my glasses. That'll be $100. This came from France. France.
I'm sorry.
Those people that make glass are
French people.
And it wasn't a woman who made it, because women are too good to make glass. They just make sandwiches, apparently.
Now that is
that's really wrong. They're too bad to make glass, not too good.
All right, let's try and get back on the subject.
That was the joke hour of the show.
I was.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sean Griffin. But anyhow, you think differently
about women?
Yes.
No, I mean I think they should have what rights they have right now are completely suitable for the situation.
He's smart.
But anyways, but in certain areas, I feel like they should deserve more.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you look at it, they've gotten the right to abortion, which I'm really against. And a lot of women are against. You know, I'm sure Shannon probably is, just from her personality.
Yeah.
But they
I take
Um,
offense at that comment. I'm just kidding.
they're more. I'm saying they look innocent. They're more dedicated. They're more.
Well,
Say on other days.
They're more dedicated in the workforce. They're more of a asset to it. I
Yeah.
would say. They have equal pay.
Yes.
Not even by law now. It's more that they're respected more.
Yeah.
I feel.
Now, back in the 1920s, women were actually changing. They actually started to wear, you know, they actually came out of the kitchen at this time.
Flappers.
Shorter skirts, bobbed their hair, that sort of thing, and they
Smoke
danced
cigarettes.
and danced the Charleston. Of course, I don't think our lovely lady could do that, but there's no better time to try than the present. But anyhow, but I do think that that is agreeable. But what do you think with, excuse me, with this sort of thing? This right here. I mean, women have been popularized in this. Do you personally, well, from your views, do you agree with that in any way, shape, or form?
It is a woman's right to do
Mhm.
such thing, but as a whole, it stereotypes women and just makes them seen as they're wanted for an image and a body, and that is it.
Mm-hmm.
And that shouldn't be.
And a body. Now, in here, it says, back January 1965, this is the edition of Playboy, it states right in here what sort of man reads Playboy, and in here you see a stewardess. And this sort of sets the notion that, okay, a sly smile, a look in their eye, maybe this woman is interested in me. You don't think that that, you know, is due to their, well, the rights that they have, you don't think that it's due to this, a sly smile, look in their eye. Do you?
I'm not quite sure what you're asking.
Such as for what men want. You don't think it's due to that, do you? I mean, it has a good portion on that in many urban cities such as New York or the state of California. I know that they legalized, somewhat they legalized prostitution.
Vegas.
Yeah, in Vegas they do that a lot too. But I don't, I view women as something you should treasure, you should hold, that you should, you know, hold close to your heart because, like we said earlier, God created man and woman. Of course, I don't wish to get on the religious side, but when you really think of that, yes, there are two species and only two species. But I agree on your behalf. So this awkward pause is going to be out. Why don't I put on a record and you two start a conversation? Why don't I go spin the records? What?
I need to.
Seriously? Since there's this awkward pause right now, and we don't mean to have this awkward pause, I think I'm gonna go put on a record. Why don't you two start a conversation, and then I'll just add in sooner.
Mark, I need to leave.
Why don't we just show the full freaking show? Let's just
Buddy, wait a minute.
Sean, too much to drink. Settle down.
Wait a minute. Got him off me.
What happened?
Sean, he passed out.
Hey, Mark.
Oh crap.
Alright, let's on.
And welcome back. Unfortunately, this early on in the night, we have to end the show. But since Sean and I were going to be going to Chicago, the Windy City, I think it's only fitting if we do the next song, which hopefully won't go a little bit too bad. But
I stopped drinking.
so so for our Chicago trip for the New Wilmington Area High School Choir, here is My Kind of Town by Frank Sinatra.
Now this could only happen to a guy like me, and only happen in a town like this. So may I say to each of you most gratefully, as I throw each one of you a kiss, this is my kind of town. Chicago is my kind of town. Chicago is my kind of people too. The people who will smile at you, and each time I leave, Chicago is tugging my sleeve. Chicago is why I just grin like a clown. It's my kind of town. Swing, baby. My kind of town, Chicago is. My kind of town, Chicago
Dare make no
is.
noise.
My kind of razzmatazz. I don't know where they went. And it has all that jazz, and each time I roam, Chicago is calling me home. Chicago is the Wrigley Building. Chicago is the Union Stockyard. Chicago is one town that can't let you down. It's my kind of a town. Ha! I'm out, you two.
Go on out there. Go on out there.
Our executive producer and director, Mr. Brady Jones, and our lovely lady of the evening, Miss Shannon Barrier, and our special guest, Sean Griffin.
AKA drunk.
We'd like to say good night to. Good night.
Playboy, Playboy logo, Playboy After Dark, Playboy magazine, Hugh Hefner, and any Playboy references belong to Playboy Enterprises, Chicago, Illinois, USA. Any Playboy merchandise is owned by Mark Somerville. This show is for non-profit reasons, and no merchandise are to be sold. No nudity featuring full chests or lower genital regions are allowed to be or permitted. No alcohol or tobacco was used in the making of this production. This disclaimer is the context for all 50 states in the United States.
Or what they're not doing. Think about what they could do better.
Sorry about that.
You know, why don't we just stop right there? Just stop.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play with those stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my... No, it's fine.